I really, one of the things I hate the most about chess, and by the way, there is quite a long list of things that I vehemently despise about this sorry excuse of a pathetic shit game. One of them is when I lose a game and the other person, my opponent, just immediately leaves. As if they've been impatient with me for taking so long. By the way, another thing I despise is when people actually type in the chat. So, like, generally speaking, one of the things I dislike is when somebody accepts a game knowing what the time control is, and then they seem to get pissed off at me taking too long to make my moves. To be fair, it is a mistake on my part that I always run out of time. I run out of time on like 99.9% of my games because I have a really bad habit of playing games that have a time control that's way faster than what I'm comfortable with, and actually way faster than anything I even respect. I don't think that blitz or even rapid games are really proper chess. So like 99.9% of the time I'm playing chess, I'm not even playing what I consider to be proper chess. That is a mistake on my part, but at the end of the day, both myself and my opponent have agreed on a certain time control. We're both subject to the same kind of stupid limitation, whether that's good or bad, whether we've both made a mistake in choosing that limitation, whatever. We've both agreed on that limitation. So for anyone to point the finger at anyone else, once that game has been accepted and once it started going, accusing them of taking too long is just completely incoherent. And just goes against the entire principle. If you're not happy waiting around like 10 minutes for your opponent to make a move, you shouldn't accept a 10-minute game. That's as far as I'm concerned. And sometimes people will actually type in the chat saying, "Oh, why don't you make moves faster?" Fuck off. If you don't want to wait around for your opponent to make moves, then, why should you expect me to wait for you to make moves? And if you don't intend to use up all of the time on your clock, then why don't you just choose a game with a faster time control? It makes no fucking sense. I'm going to have the patience for you. You should have the patience for me. And another thing that people do is when the game finishes, they just immediately leave. Why? I mean, I don't play this game for fun. I don't give a fuck. I just want to be good at something. I just want to be good at this because that's what I consider to be fun. If I play a game and my performance is shit and the other person just immediately leaves without even telling me what I did wrong, I just lose all respect for that fucker. I mean, honestly, what is the point in playing this game if you're not interested in improving yourself? As far as I'm concerned, other people might feel differently about the way that they play this game, but literally, my entire source of enjoyment for when I play this game, the only reason I enjoy this game is to see myself get better. That's the only reason I play it. I only want to see myself get better. That's all I care about. If I lose a game, I want to know what I did wrong. Sometimes I go into I always go into the engine, and I notice that a lot of the people that I play against don't even do that. A lot of the people I play against don't even analyze their game, because when you go into the engine and you analyze your game and the computer tells you what you did good and bad, you can see like if the other person is there with you, you can see if your opponent is in the engine as well, and most of the time they're not. Even if it's a rapid game, even if it's a blitz game, even if it's a bullet game, I'm going to analyze the game. Especially at this rating level, everybody should be doing that. Everybody. You can learn from every single game, and the lower your rating is, the more true that is. But most of the people I see don't do that. Most of the people don't bother assessing their games. That is moronic. But even after going into the engine and having the computer telling me what's good and what's bad, like I said earlier, like a lot of the time I won't know why certain moves were good and why certain moves were bad. This is why people need to actually collaborate. I would really appreciate it if people told me why my fucking moves are shit. I hate most of the people who play this game, by the way.